combating nutrition disinformation and general bull. It's Jimmy Rants. JimmyRants.com.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another Instagram Live. And we're here with another episode of Jimmy Rants. If you're brand new to the show, head on over to JimmyRants.com. You'll see how this works. We start off on Instagram, on the live there, Instagram Live. So go follow me on Instagram, LIVINLOWCARBMAN. And once you are there, you can follow me live, just like The Kay Lee and Keto and Pearls and Berry Babe and T. Schwindel and Grandma Does Keto. All you guys, thank you for being here early on in this Jimmy Rants. Then you can watch it on replay for up to 24 hours and enjoy the content that way on replay. But if you miss it in the 24 hours, we do pop it over onto YouTube. And from YouTube, we also put it on Apple Podcasts so that you can listen in podcast form. Again, you guys, all of this is at JimmyRants.com. Today's Jimmy Rants is all about a popular word that is used towards the end of the year, going into a new year, or when people decide to make a life change. They think that it's those moments they need to have something within them that will get them to be successful on some change, whether you're talking about a diet change, whether you're talking about quitting smoking, whether you're talking about, not drinking anymore, whatever your goal is in your journey, you think you need willpower. And everybody likes to throw around that term willpower of, oh my God, to somebody that's been successful at something. Oh, you must have had great willpower to make that happen. Oh, so good for you. And in the context of weight loss, oh, you had such great willpower to be able to lose weight and be successful at shedding the pounds. But in this Jimmy Rants, I don't want to talk about willpower, because being successful in reaching a goal does not take willpower. Can I just make that newsflash for you right now? Willpower isn't a real thing. Nobody has enough willpower to beat stuff. They don't. You just don't. Will only take you so long and so far before it gives up on you and you're right back where you started from. So rather than willpower, I want you to start shifting your mindset over from willpower to want power. Okay? So people used to tell me, oh, you were able to give up sugar and grains and carbs and all the things that you don't eat anymore. You were able to give that up because you had such great willpower, and you were able to succeed in getting healthy because you had such great willpower. And I'm going, if I had such great willpower, how did I get to be 410 pounds? How did I become sugar addicted? How in the world did my health start to decline? If I had great willpower, none of that would have ever happened. What I had when I made this change for me in 2004, what I had was want power. I wanted it so bad, not to the point of a blind want. I truly wanted it, and I embraced it, and I fully took responsibility of this is going to work. And when you have that kind of want power within you, you don't need any willpower. To me, willpower leaves it to anybody but you. But when it's want power is all about you taking control of the situation. And if you're taking control of it and you've got the want within you to be successful, then guess what? You're going to succeed. And so you have to do all those things to basically psych yourself up to do this for your health. But a lot of people like using that word willpower. Oh, you have great willpower. No, you don't. You don't have great willpower at all. But if you switch it over and shift it from willpower to want power, you will be a success. All right, let's see what you guys have to say. Welcome in, welcome in. Hello, Tracy. Thanks for that. Hello, hello. Hello, Robbie. Thanks for being here. Willpower won't win over hormone power. No, Alberto, you're right about that. Hormone power will indeed overtake you. And that's where I think want power comes into play here, that can defeat willpower. Want power says, I want to make better choices. I want to eat foods that won't make my hormones go wackadoodle. I want to eat in such a way that, and I want to do it so badly that you make that commitment. You know, people are like, oh, how do you not go back to pasta? And how do you not go back to bread? Because I want to live healthier. And that's a mindset shift, you guys. And a lot of what I talk about on these Jimmy Rants is practical with the ketogenic diet, but also a lot of mindset stuff and a lot of the head stuff, because this is just as important. Because if you don't get this stuff down, you can't truly be successful. Because you could have all the willpower promoting you to do something in the world, but what happens when your will breaks? What happens? You give up. But if you have want power, if your will breaks, it makes you want it even more. And so, yeah, I like what you said, Alberto. Willpower won't win over hormone power, ever, ever. Keto Stephalophagus said, we were just talking about your why and want power over dinner yesterday. I resonate so much with this. Great minds think alike, Steph. People think I have so much willpower, says Steph. Nope. Disciplined and desire to feel well, which I do now, finally. And that's the thing, too, is when you're on a diet that's not right for you, you have to will yourself to be successful. Think about all those low-fat diets that all of us have always been on. Do you think you enjoyed that process? Do you think all of those rice cakes and fat-free ice cream and cottage cheese on peaches and all the other things that we did in our low-fat days, do you think we enjoyed that process? Do you think it was something that was pleasurable, that made us want to keep doing it? It was every bit of willpower within us to make it work. And you could have had want power, but at that point, the want would have even been futile. It wasn't until you found something that didn't make you deprived, that made you feel satisfied, that actually tasted good in keto, that you became successful. My 3 beautiful daughters are more important to me now than a Big Mac. Joshua, I love that, dude. You need to make that your hashtag whenever you post now. More important than a Big Mac. Hashtag. That's awesome. Tracy says, I have want power, not willpower. Atta girl. That's what we're trying to get people to wrap their heads around, because everybody thinks the key to success is willpower. You have to have strong willpower. No, you have to have strong desire to want something so badly that you're willing to put in the effort to make it work and be successful. That's what want power is. Willpower says, well, I'll throw it up in the air and see what lands. And maybe you'll have a little bit of success here and there, but it won't last long. It's fleeting. Nancy Virginia Beat says, I think of it as making a commitment to myself to succeed. You have to want the long-term benefits enough to stick with it. And Nancy, that's the thing. People in the willpower, it's all about the here and now. It's all about how much weight loss did I lose this week. The want power is all about what's happening 5, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. How am I going to feel? Am I going to ward off Alzheimer's disease? And am I going to keep the development of type 2 diabetes and heart disease at bay? That's the want power. It's more long-term. Willpower is very fleeting. It's whatever is here in the moment. And we all know that's only temporal. Tracy does keto. That is my headline for my new post. Thank you. You're truly a blessing to so many. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Hello, Steph Dodier. Thanks for being here. Grandma does keto. Also, want power is controlling want, or what I don't want. Controlling what I don't want. Don't want to ever feel miserable and look miserable ever again. Well, you're doing it. And by the way, Grandma does keto. I got your card today. I got this very sweet birthday card. My birthday is tomorrow. So she sent this very nice handwritten note to me. And it doesn't get real cold here in South Carolina, but this nice little scarf to keep my neck warm, that was cool. That was very kind of you, by the way. So thank you for that. Keto K West KC says, at almost 50, this way of eating has made my cravings disappear. My 28-year-old son was just diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. So yeah, he's going to need Want Power to overcome that diabetes. And keto, by the way, is the answer for diabetes. I feel like all of this has prepared to have the ability to help him. Well, I wish nothing but success in that, Keto K West KC. I think it's certainly within the plausibility. Steph says, now my want is to help more people too, just like you do. And that's cool. I think getting to the point where your want power is so strong that you've got your own health dialed in, your want power should be to go help other people. And I have made it my mission in life. Even as I still work on myself, I by no means come on here and pretend like I am perfect in any way. But what I am is someone who has a lot of education, and I'm trying to disseminate that onto other people. And plus, one of my natural gifts is to be an encourager. And so if I can help other people in their journey, even as I'm working on my own journey, I think that's the way it's supposed to work. Alberto says, Ghrelin versus Willpower, winner by knockout. Ghrelin. Yes, the Ghrelin, or as my Keto Hacking MD podcast co-host, Dr. John Lemansky, he calls them the gremlins, because they will get you. I appreciate your imperfections and openness. Thank you. You are an encourager. Thank you, Steph. All right, so the bottom line in this Jimmy Rants, you guys, is if you start hearing people talk about, oh, I don't have the willpower to start on a ketogenic diet, you correct them and you go, you're right. You know what? You're exactly right. You don't have the willpower. But if you truly desire this, you can have the want power to make it happen. Do you want it bad enough? Can I help you get started? Can I give you resources and point you to resources where you can get educated and learn more about how to do this and do it the right way so that your want turns into the reality of better health for the rest of your life? Then and only then will they be successful. Okay? All right, guys, that's it for this Jimmy Rants. JimmyRants.com is the website. And here's how it works. We start off on Instagram Live. So go follow me on Instagram, Livin' Low Carb Man, LIVIN LOWCARBMAN. And then you can watch and engage in the content live, just like all these awesome people did here today. Then you can watch the replay for up to 24 hours. And then we pop it over to YouTube after that because it disappears from Instagram. But never fear, we have all the backlist on YouTube. So if you type in a keyword, Jimmy Rants, you'll find all the past episodes. And then finally, we have a podcast with the best of the best moments from this here show on Apple Podcasts. Go leave us a review there, you guys. Would really appreciate that. All of this, again, is at JimmyRants.com. So until next time, we'll see you then.